What's up, guys? Welcome back to Pack Rations. I am your host, Chef Chris, aka Mr. Bojangle. So today we are doing. Go ahead and flip this over here so you guys can see what's going on. There we go. Today we are doing cast iron deep dish pizza. So this is by far one of the best ways to do your pizza. You just can't compete with the high heat retention of that cast iron, and it just gives you a far superior product. So talk about our ingredients first. So that wonderful marinara that we made, that red sauce video is up. If you guys haven't seen that yet, make sure you check it out. This stuff is killer. So we're going to use this for our pizza sauce as well. Okay, and then I just got some Italian sausage, cooked this off, browned it up nice. When you guys are cooking your sausage, just take that raw stuff, and just kind of pinch it, and that's what gives you that pinch, for pizza topping. So pretty simple. Just like I said, just brown it up. I recommend trying to get that nice sear everywhere. You can see on a lot of this, I've got some of it broke down, but get that nice color. Okay. So that's the sausage. For our pepperoni, I highly recommend the deli stuff. This stuff, again, it's just far superior. If you get the smaller ones, they'll crisp up. If that's what you're going for, by all means. But I really like this stuff. It just flavor profile is so much better. And our cheese. So I got some fresh mozzarella, not the fresh stuff that's comes in a bunch of water. It's all that's just going to give you a soupy pizza, and that's just not what we want. So this is that same Italian low moisture mozzarella that we used for that chicken parm. This is that same stuff. Again, I just hand shredded it. Got these nice, beautiful feather pieces. This is going to be great for our pizza. And again, it's going to give us that nice, beautiful cheese melt and that cheese pull that everybody loves. So on top of the mozzarella, I've got some fresh, grated, shaved, that shaved Parmesan that I then grated down. We're just going to add that into our cheese, and it's just going to give us extra flavor. So here's our mozzarella. Again, I'm going to take, this is probably 2 tablespoons of fresh grated Parmesan and about a cup and a half, 2 cups of fresh mozzarella. I'll just sprinkle that right in and give it a toss. So again, I talk about layering the flavors of the flavor profile that you are building. It's exactly what we're doing here. So we're layering that cheese element of our flavor profile. Okay. Now that Parmesan is going to add saltiness, so I don't necessarily need to add any salt in this dish whatsoever. Okay, and we'll kind of keep talking about that. So we talked about our sauce, cheese, toppings, pepperoni, meats, and such. Let's talk about the dough. All right, so I am using, I'm not even going to lie about it, the tube, dough in a tube. Okay, I don't feel bad about it whatsoever. So the reason why is, for one, on live stream trying to make yeast dough and let it rise. It's just we don't really have time for it, and I got to sit here and keep you guys occupied for 45 minutes and this and that while the dough rises. We're not doing all that. It's still a high quality product. The end thing that the end result that we're going to get is going to be great. The one thing I recommend if you're getting pre-done dough, though, get the raw stuff like this. Don't buy the pre-cooked stuff because then you can't add magic to it, so to speak. So I've got the raw Pillsbury pizza dough here. Again, this is really great stuff. It is. It's got great texture. The one thing about this, though, is this is going to be higher in sugar, which means it's going to brown faster, get a darker brown color. So I'm not going to add that egg wash that, it's just not needed. Because, again, it's higher in sugar. It's going to brown. It's just going to get a nice dark brown too. All right, so talked about it before, talking about it again. Save your bacon fat. So this is that reserved bacon fat. You can use it for everything. I mean, really. So we are going to, I just hit my camera. We're going to use that rendered bacon fat to grease our cast iron pan here. That's going to add saltiness. It's going to add a smoky flavor to our pizza. Um, Again, it's that rendered bacon fat. So you cook your bacon out, just save that bacon fat. You can use it for soups, stews, greasing your pan for pizza. I mean, come on. Give it a nice even coat everywhere. I'm going to go up the sides. I'm not going to go all the way up the side because I don't want it to stick out too much and then create extra smoke and all that. Speaking of, again, I've told you guys before, I have a very, very sensitive smoke alarm. It's already went off once, and so it might go off again. So just to warn you guys, if that happens, bear with me. All right, so we get that nice layer of fat in our pan. So again, we're using bacon fat. Even if you use like Crisco, which is again a natural lard, this is with the high heat retention of the cast iron pan and that actual fat. This is going to give us a nice fry on our crust. So it'll give us that nice crispiness on the outside, and it's again just a far superior end product. So we've got our pan greased up, ready to go. Kind of stretch this out just a little bit here. Don't need to do it too much. I did let this sit at room temperature for a good 45 minutes because I wanted it to come to room temperature. That way I can actually stretch it, and that's why my edges they're drying out and cracking a little bit. But that's all right. I wanted it to come to room temperature so I could stretch it out easier. Go in a pan here, and I'm just going to shape this around and kind of form it how I want it, using that excess to stretch and fill in the rest of it. On this side, just kind of use that excess to stretch around. The main thing is you want to make sure you got a nice, even bottom, because that's your main part of the crust. And one thing that I am going to do with this is I'm going to bring it up high enough, the crust itself, that it sticks on that part that I did not grease, because as it starts to rise in the oven, it's going to fall. So it's going to fall and rise at the same time. I know that's a little weird, but you can see how it's kind of grabbing on that part of the pan, so it doesn't fully fall back down to the bottom. There's just a little bit of a crust there. Continue pressing that out, making sure you got a nice even crust everywhere. Excuse the dogs. I'm expecting their food and all that thing. And there's of course a train track right behind me as well. So could be the train track. Alright, so again, you got a nice even coat everywhere. Nice even coat. Nice even layer of crust anyway. This side's trying to fall down on me. Sorry. Okay, so always pre-cook your crust, even in this nice deep dish pan. This cast iron, I still want to pop it in the oven for just a few minutes here. Start getting that crust going. Okay. I'm going to check that noise out while that cooks for a bit here. Give me just a moment. Get back, guys. Move, dog. Get out of here. Be right back, guys. All right, pretty sure just the train rumbling around back there's not really much else going on. So, all right, again, got our crust in the oven. Just want to give that a few minutes to kind of give it a base here. Got our cheese looking beautiful. Got that Parmesan mixed in. Not for you, dogs. Not for you. Just as a special little treat, so I've got a pan that I took some of that dough and took some of the sauce and everything, and it's neat. It's super neat. Like you can get these on Amazon, Walmart, what have you. Look at that. Looks very good. All right, so check out our crust here. A little bit more, a little bit more. And again, it'll start to proof and rise a bit. We want to give it that nice base color. I was a little shy on the sauce with those. But they're good. Very good. Excited for this pizza. It'll be nice and crispy and it'll be delicious. Where's my oven? Let's go. All right, so with the pizza sauce again, I mean, you can use whatever brand you love. I recommend making it at this point. It took probably 45 minutes total to make a killer sauce. I've made spaghetti with this. I've made chicken parmesan. Now I'm doing pizza. So the uses out of it is, I mean, you can use it for so many things. Which actually, like even that chicken parmesan, I cooked and breaded those two breasts. I took one of them and cut it up and made a chicken parmesan sandwich out of it. Oh, it's so good. My next thing is I love getting those breaded ravioli. In my opinion, the cheese ones are better, but they've got the beef and all that. Be doing ravioli one night because I've got to get that sauce used up before it goes bad. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. Is I'm just focusing on dishes that use red sauce so I can get rid of the stuff. But it's good, so I don't feel bad about it. All right, I think we're good to take our partially baked crust out. So this is what I mean where like it kind of fell on this side, but that's all right. So it's starting to get a puffiness on it, starting to the beginning stages of the cooking process, which is exactly what we want. All right, so I'm going to go in with our pizza sauce. More isn't always better. I hate seeing that where people pile more and more cheese on stuff and more sauce, and put what you want. Obviously, like if it's your dish, you're making it for you, fine. But keep that in mind for other people. Like if you're making it for your family, what does your family want? Do they like a ton of sauce or not? Same with the cheese. Like more isn't always better. It's just not. You don't want this drowning in sauce, but we want a hefty amount because we do have that thick crust, so we don't want it to dry out. Okay, I feel good about that. Nice hearty amount of sauce there, but not too much. Okay. Now, when I'm doing my pizzas, I like to start with a little bit of base cheese, I guess. So I'm just going to put a light amount in the very bottom, just a little bit. but some everywhere. Okay. Now we're going to go in with our toppings. I'm going to put a glove on for this because these pepperoni and sausages are just very oily. I'm actually going to start with the sausage first. That way it hits the sauce and sticks where I want it. Nice amount. I'm going to try to break some of these bigger pieces up a little bit because I'm considering mouthfeel. Like I don't want a meatball on my pizza. That's just not what I'm going for. So okay. We're doing essentially a meat lovers here with the sausage and pepperoni. So we'll get that flavor from the bacon on the crust, that saltiness, that smokiness. Be good stuff. Oh, hi, Celine. I see you came up out of the depths already. What are you doing, puppers? Look, that residual heat's already starting to melt the cheese, and we haven't even done anything yet. All right, so we got those nice big deli style pepperonis. You can get your nose back, dude. Nothing for puppy up here. Spread these out nicely, going all the way to the crust. Okay. Going with the cheese again. Now this is where we want to put that nice layer of cheese because again we're putting that top piece of the crust on. So I'm not gonna feel bad about going to the edge of the pan with the cheese. It's gonna give us some nice browning on the cheese there. So one thing I want to note, this is what I always talk about. Um, Again, you don't always need to add more. So at this point with the cheese, I know I'm good because I can still kind of see down through. This is a little heavy on the cheese in my opinion, but this is the deep dish that we're going for. But I can still see down through it a little bit. So as the cheese melts, it's going to spread and cover all this. So I don't need to have just a full layer of cheese that's not going to melt properly, and the top's going to be melted, but the bottom's going to be still congealed cheese. That's not what I want. So keep that in mind. Don't be that person that puts an inch layer of cheese on top and then it's on the bottom. It's not even melted or it's congealed where it's just stuck together. Nobody wants that. Okay, nobody wants that on the pizza. There's a little bit more along the edge on the crust here, just because. Okay. Beautiful. All right. See how this. Let me get this stuff out of the way here. Back, guys. Oh yeah. All right. So this one, do a little bit of that TV magic here. So this is kind of that end product that we're looking for. I was yapping and it got away from me a little bit, so a little dark on the crust, but that's okay. That's okay. While it's still nice and hot, I am going to take a butter knife here. Bring that over here, right? Oh yeah, you guys can do it. Oh yeah, you guys can see that. But I'm going to take the butter knife. Just to, I don't even need to, but just to give it, make sure it's nice and loose. And I'm going to let it rest. I'm not even going to touch it for a few more minutes. I will bring it back over here so we can talk about how beautiful this is. So again, this is that low moisture mozzarella that we hand shredded. Gives you this beautiful, beautiful color without making everything else soggy. You can see our pepperoni, or our sausage peeking up through. This one I built backwards. So I did the pepperoni first, sausage on top, finished it with the cheese. But still, I mean, look at it. It looks freaking awesome. I do have. I threw together some pizza topping. You guys can buy some pre-done stuff if you want. So what this is I threw this together. It is Italian seasoning. It is more of that fresh grated parm and a touch of garlic just to give it that oomph. So this is going to be my pizza topping. Take some of this out here. All right, get a nice coat or covering on my pizza. So again, I got the Italian seasoning, I got garlic, and I got grated parm. Okay. This is the time that you want to, if you wanted to have like maybe your gunpowder butter, you have some of that left and you want to use it up. Brush the crust with a hearty, heavy amount of that garlic butter. Might as well use up what I put in my hand here. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That looks freaking delicious if you ask me. All right, so again, we're not going to touch this for a few more minutes though. We're going to let it rest. And while that's happening, I am going to clean as you go. Don't look at me like that, Ajax. So yeah, bear with me, guys. Like I said, I'm just going to kind of straighten up, tidy up a little bit here, and while we wait on that to rest, and then we'll pull it out of the pan, we'll give it a cut, and look at that nice cheese pull. Ajax, you gotta move, buddy. Come on, dude. Let's go. Thank you. I just want to, real quick, one straighten up. Look at that. Come on. That's freaking awesome. That is freaking awesome. Get back, bud. You can't help. Get back, bud. Get your nose out of here, dude. It just came to me if I did not mention. So my oven's at 425. I have a convection oven. So if you have that standard, if you have that standard oven at home that does not have a fan that circulates air, do your oven at 450. Okay. So convection with a fan circulates air, 425. If you do not have a fan that circulates air in your oven, you have a convention oven, go at 25 degrees higher, 450. Okay. Planning on about 15 minutes, but we're going to kind of keep an eye on it and just see when it gets to about this nice color here, then that's what we're looking for. All right, guys, you got to get out of the kitchen. Go. Come on. Go. Go. Go on, dogs. Go. Thank you. So that's been resting for a few minutes here. I think it's good enough. The idea is you want to give the iron a chance to really release everything, especially down in the middle. One more pass with that butter knife. Again, not that it even needs it, but go ahead and go with a spatula as well here. Watch your iron, it's going to be hot. Right there. Look at that. Beautiful. Friggin' beautiful. Oh, I keep bumping in the camera there. Sorry, guys. Nobody likes a shaky camera. Look at that. That looks so good. I'm going to take my knife. So letting it rest, your cheese doesn't fall off everywhere. I would have liked to have a nice little, and a better cheese pull there on this one, but that's all right. I mean, it still looks pretty damn good. And again, I like to put that little bit of layer of cheese on the bottom. Gives it something for the toppings to grab onto. Pepperoni's oily. Come on, guys. Come on. Go before I trip over you. Come on. Go. Go. Take one of these here. Maybe two, actually. Trying to show you a potential plate up here. How you could do it if you wanted to be all fancy with it. Take it up a level. I don't want to get grease all over the bottom of the plate. Oh, I had a paper towel here. So actually, what I'm going to do this way. Never been very good at this spoon swoosh. Sorry, you get it. Okay. Now you got a little sauce on the side. If I had some fresh basil, that would be really nice right here. But what I do have, some of that shaved Parmesan left. Now this one I'm going to leave for me to take some pictures of. I'm not a fan of this brand, honestly. It's a little bit thicker than what I like. I mean, it's fine, it works, but when you have those nice, like, paper thin shreds, it just looks really cool. It looks so cool. That's right. Doctor it up a little bit for my pictures. Yeah, I need some fresh basil to really finish it. That would look freaking stellar. So, but you guys get it. I mean, you get a nice view of that here. Looks good. I'd eat it. Hell yeah. All right. Let's see how we did here. There's no issue with the crust being crispy, that's for sure. I'm going to burn my mouth. I know I am. I'm going to get a fork just because I don't want to sit there and cry in pain because of the lava of the pizza that it is. I did it again. What can I say? Oh man, it doesn't taste like bacon. Again, you just get that slight bit of smokiness from the bacon itself. I didn't need to add any salt. Even in my pizza topping, there's just that Parmesan, Italian with a little bit of garlic. That's good. That is really good. Oh yeah. Well, this one will be a short and easy, short, simple stream for you guys anyway. I highly recommend this, guys. Get the cast iron. I maybe should have done that first bake of the crust, given it a little bit longer. That would have given us that real nice crispiness to it, but it's still, you can see the nice texture on the inside. Even the crust itself, like it being dark like that, because of that high sugar content of this dough, it doesn't taste burnt. I'm a sauce guy. I like the sauce. Very good, guys. Very, very good. It's not for pups. I'm sorry. You cannot have any of this. Go. 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 You want? Here. Sit. Speak. Make sure you guys can see him. Give him some Parmesan cheese. Speak. Speak. Good girl. Hey, Jack, you gotta give me a good one. Speak. You gotta give me a good one. Speak. Good boy. Eleanor. Good job, Eleanor. Celine. Speak. Good girl. Good girl. There you go, guys. One for you, one for you. That's it. No more. All right, let's see how our other one's doing here. Pretty good. Again, just waiting on it to get that nice bit of color on it. This one's a larger pie, so it will take a little bit longer, but yeah, guys. It's good stuff. Don't mind me in the background, guys, if you can hear that crunch. That's killer stuff, guys, really. Gotta try this. Dogs, it's not for dogs. Hey, Klaus. All right, it's almost there, guys. Almost ready. Starting to get some nice color on it. This out of the way for the next one. The other great thing about using the bacon fat for our cast iron pans while we're cooking this pizza, that bacon fat's going to help season our cast iron pans and help retain that non-stick coating in it. So Don't throw away your bacon fat. Save it. Simple wipe, and it's basically good to go. That's it. Those for the next one. Moved my trash can so I didn't have to run back and forth, and I'm so used to being over there, I keep throwing stuff in the bin. Imagine that. Look out, Eleanor. You guys got your ration. Go on. So I'm just kind of picking up while we wait on that one to finish up a little bit. Get back, dude. Get back. Come on, guys. Go. See how we're looking here. Starting to get some nice color on it. Not quite though. Just a little bit more. Another minute or two and we'll be ready to pull that out. Waiting on the rest of the chewy order to come. FedEx brought one box and they haven't brought the other box yet. Imagine that. I know. You guys got your stuff. Let's see how we're looking. I'm good with that there. Look at that. That is perfection. That is perfection. Like I said, that one got a little way on me. I was talking to the chat, but that's all right. Again, we're going to take the knife. We're going to do this as soon as it comes out of the oven, just to give it that initial break, especially when the cheese is touching like I did there. Look how that just came apart. I had a little trouble here where there was that extra cheese, but other than that, it just came right off. Okay, we're going to let it sit for a few minutes. That way it can rest. Well, I think that's going to be about it, really, guys. I'm going to let this sit. I let it rest. You've already seen that final product with that smaller one. So, again, look at that color on this, though. Like, it just looks beautiful. Like, you can't get that off of just a pizza stone. You won't get that same crispiness on the crust. Like, this is the way to go. Gotta find where I put my pizza topping here. Hi, Klaus. Some nice hefty one. Hefty amount for this one. It's a little bit bigger. I'm going to need a little bit more yet. Just a bit more. That looks good. My that Parmesan's trying to clump in there, trying to break it up before it has a chance. Since that is a small container, so I'm going with the toothpick here, break it back up. That's all. There. See what I mean? I'm still trying to clump in there, but that's all right. Not on my watch. There it is, guys. Definitely have to try this. Let me know what you think. I'm just going to let this rest for a few more minutes, and then I'm going to have dinner myself. So, thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. You haven't saw, I've got the next one scheduled already, so we're going to do a nice bone-in Midwestern style pork chop. It's going to be some good stuff, pan-style gravy. Make sure you guys tune in. But until next time, we will see you guys then. Thanks for watching.